guys, welcome back to Theater Advice. David Hughes, and today we're going to show you a house we did about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It won Home of the Year last year for Whole House Project. So this is a large-scale automation project full of lighting, automation, networking, and a bunch of really cool design cues. One of the most special parts of the house is something I had nothing to do with, of course, which is the exterior. You know, long quarter-mile driveway, probably winding between live oak trees. We've got pond in the back with a full fountain and all kinds of crazy stuff. But I want to show you some of my favorite parts of the house, and it has a couple design aspects that we kind of helped out in. So the dining room, I absolutely love this room. I also love wine, so I love this room because I love wine, probably is the reality. But if you notice, I'm gonna have my guy pan up. The ceiling was designed like a wine barrel, and so it literally looks like a wine barrel with the metal strips and everything. So that's just a design cue that I thought was just amazingly special. And when we designed the room with the home buyers, they talked about putting artwork here, and you know, you obviously can't put speakers in the ceiling, but we do want some music in here for dining and things like that, of course. So if you look down here, I actually hid some color match triad speakers low. You know, and it's just for ambient background music, but no one would ever even know the speakers are there probably if I didn't point them out. Fully color match grills, super low, perfect for just, you know, listening in here. We've got a see-through glass wine room here, just an absolutely amazing feature. Phenomenal wine collection, just an absolutely beautiful space and room. So this room here, to me, one of the coolest rooms I've ever been in a house, and I've been in some houses. So I really like this room a lot. As we kind of come through here, we've got a gorgeous, formal living room. Feeds to her study through those really, really cool doors. Awesome color, phenomenal color and design cues through that space. When you come in here to the living room, this is a really cool living room. We've got all rustic beams in here. A lot of gold and blue navy accents, charcoals, things like that. We've got that rustic mantle, and there was like a natural hole in it, so he uses it for his remote control for his fireplace and stuff like that. But I just think it's really cool that they accentuated the imperfections in the space. This room has got full 4.1, so we foregoed the center channel in this space. 4.1 angled bronze triad speakers. They are color matched as always throughout the space. Really cool fireplace. JL Audio Fathom sub over there to the left. So that's the Fathom 110. And just kind of tucked over there. Again, it's out, but you know, going in wall would have messed with the artwork in here and things like that. And the sub kind of, you know, tucked against that fireplace. Doesn't do much enough to the room to not just have it there. So it's my favorite sub, of course, as you know, because I have it in my house. I talk about it a lot. So a 4.1 surround sound here. We've got a patio with a 75 on the wall. Audio all throughout the patio, of course. So we've got the seating area, super large seating area here. So we've got the design area, or the seating area here with additional seating out there. We've got the pool at an angle as we walk through. Gorgeous kitchen, one of the sexier hoods I've ever seen. You know, obviously custom made out of aluminum, insanely beautiful. All the design cues of the kitchen play into the home. Of course, we have audio in here. There's audio down all of the hallways too. So as you walk through the home, if they're having a party, even the hallways are well lit. We're gonna save that room for last. If I can't open this door, we're gonna have a problem. All right. So out here we've got everything from heater. I mean, this is just a family's dream outdoor. I'm gonna shut this door. Sorry, it popped open on me. This is a family's dream, cooking, entertaining. I mean, you're talking about every design cue out here. We've got fans, we've got audio, we've got, you know, beautiful cedar. We've got the shades that I talk about, the bug screens, full outdoor, indoor living here with no bugs in the summer if you want. We've got cameras obviously in the corner. And then over here, the audio is brought all the way through this super sexy, gorgeous grill area. Fully designed, just everything is just so impeccable in this house. As we go out to the yard, which we've got some drone shots, I think, of the yard too, we wanted some design aspects for the audio to play into the space. So we went with Origin Acoustics bollards. So they're in the corner over there. They are the metal casings, and they're just embedded into the rock, and they sound great. They all have subs built into them. We've also got other matching speakers from Origin Acoustics in the trees. So on the trees, we've got bollards even as far as over there. We've got them down here as well on the two trees. So anywhere you kind of go in the yard, you can hear the audio from within the home. Gorgeous pool. That pond actually is owned by the homeowner. He had it cleaned, made, and they have it maintained. They put obviously the water feature in the middle to keep everything circulating so there's not bugs. They have a full garden over on the left in those metal boxes. They have a full vegetable garden so they can make their own herbs, vegetables, things like that. You can actually kayak in there. They've got kayak and paddle boards over there on the side. So just an absolutely phenomenal space, obviously. So this is his study, and it's a very, very special study, obviously from an audio video standpoint, as you can see, but we do have ceiling speakers in here for whole house audio, and he just wants to tie it into the rest of the house. We've got kind of like a chill corner over there with some whiskey as he hangs out. Client just retired, so I think he retired his computer, and he deserves that. But over here we've got Bowers & Wilkins Diamond, they're D3s, and dual Rel T9s, T9Is, the old one that I actually like better than the T9X. And we've got the Mcintosh amplifier with the, obviously the exposed tubes for the preamp section. So it's actually my favorite Mcintosh piece that they've ever made, the 352. I just like the look of it. I think it's really cool and retro. It went perfect in here. Everything fits perfect in here. So he can listen to here. He can, hang out in here, work. Hopefully plan travel at this point because he's done doing that stuff after 30 years of the same company. But really, really cool room, obviously. Watch TV, listen to, really, really amazing music. This painting actually will act as a little bit of an acoustic barrier. The room's a little bit echoey with all the glass and everything, but the view outside of the creek and the pond and the driveway and everything, this kind of study jets out. And we were actually just talking about the, I'm a car guy, so we were just talking about those Legos. His son built them, and it's the actual Bugatti and Ferrari, and he bought them from the actual Lego factory, and when he was there, so really cool. I love those things there. You've seen in my showroom, I'm sure behind me, I've got a ton of Legos. I'm a huge Lego guy. I think they do some really special stuff. But so this is probably, the family's favorite room in the house. It would be mine as well for a bunch of different reasons. So I'll kind of talk to you through some of the stuff we did in here. I'm not gonna bring them down because it'll get too dark in here, but I do wanna show people something. Screen Innovations, I always talk about how sexy their actual housing is, and that's why I sell them the most. I always say it's how they look when they're up, not when they're down, okay? This room has shades in every window. I bet you can't even find them. So all the window casings were black, so instead of doing the white, we actually, because of that center post there, it's almost the same size as their nano shade. They have black nano shades in all of the windows. And so, they come down and do some light filtering in the room, but I mean, when they're up, it doesn't look like anything's there. It's just an insanely good looking installation of shades. So that's one aspect of the room. This room is a full 7.1 theater, so technically Dolby Atmos, 5.1.2. But again, with all the glass in here and the look of the space and the feel of the space, the client did not want to have floor standing speakers everywhere and stuff like that. Again, we went with Fathoms, which you can see in the corner. They tuck in the corner very nicely, even though that's a lot of subwoofer. It's in a small housing, just obviously a very, very amazing subwoofer for such a small housing. So this is a 5.1.2, right? Yeah, there's another sub over there. 5.1.2 Dolby Atmos theater. All angled, so these particular speakers being on the angle, they're actually aimed straight down. So these center speakers right over the seating are aimed straight down for Atmos. One of the coolest things that we had to do though, is he wanted a center channel in this room. It was okay to not have one in the other room, but in this particular room, we wanted to have a center channel. Well, I mean, there was no place to put one that didn't look good, or that would look good, sorry. So what we ended up doing was I went to they already had a mantle. So I went to the builder and I said, what if we tore that mantle off and we rebuilt the mantle to just be bigger? It's a huge fireplace anyway. You can see the scale of it I'm 6'1", so you can see the scale of this fireplace with me standing next to it. So we did an 85, and what's really cool about this is I put another Triad here. I talk a lot about Triad and how custom they are, but let me show you how custom Triad is. So this speaker hole was made exactly to fit the speaker, but the crazy thing is Triad makes an in-room center channel. We wanted a nice beefy in-room center channel because their on-wall that you saw in a video that I did before they're large. You know, you can't put it in a mantle, but the in-room version you can. They're fairly shallow. It's a beefy center channel. It keeps up with the fronts, but what do we do with it, right? So I had the mantle built, and the crazy thing though is Triad's grill is bent. So their in-room center channel, if you turn to the side, has a curve to it like this. Well, that wouldn't look good in this mantle. So I actually had a cloth custom grill made. I think it was like 300 bucks. So you can see this whole center channel was built not to be bent. So they built, this is a one-off Triad center channel, silk dome tweeters, silver Triad, fits right in. But this particular grill sits exactly flush into the fireplace space. So really, really, really custom stuff. Had that custom made by Triad, so very, very special space. Full bar in the back, audio everywhere. There's everything from, you know, a laundry room that's as big as my master bedroom here. There's a Christmas tree room, which I actually really love because who likes building their Christmas tree every year? Not everybody. But this is one of my favorite projects. It's one of my favorite clients. He's actually from my home state, Massachusetts. We talk about that a lot. And he's just a great guy and a great family to work for. And I was so pleased that he let us video his space. And if you have any questions or anything, shoot them in the comments. Hope you like some of the design cues that we do and you know how custom and far we go for our clients and the ideas we come up with. And hope to see you next video. Thanks.